Hello and welcome to Value Chain News Update. I am Adalbio Gwejofor with the news. Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima has said that Nigeria's $5 billion earnings from gas is too low when compared to what Egypt earns from the same commodity, despite having a far lower gas reserve than that of Nigeria, which is over 200 trillion cubic feet of untapped gas resources. Vice President Shettima made the remark through his representative, the Special Advisor to the Vice President on Energy and Power Infrastructure, Sadiq Wanka, during the 6th edition of Value Chain Annual Lectures and Awards in Abuja on Thursday. He said the impact of truly exploiting the nation's gas reserves could not be overstated, as gas was critical to the nation's power supply, not only accounting for 80% of power generation today, but expected to be the dominant power generation source by the end of this decade. He noted that the theme of the event was timely, as the importance of critical gas transport infrastructure, processing facilities, and other midstream infrastructure could not be overstated. Also speaking at the event, the Emir of Kano and Chairman Value Chain Editorial Council, His Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, acknowledged the efforts of the federal government in liberalizing the petroleum industry for fair participation and harmonious relationships between players, regulators, and host communities through the Petroleum Industry Act. He further called on the government to intensify efforts to make Nigeria reap all benefits from its abundant gas resources. The report.
In a series of panel sessions on midstream gas development and oil theft, stakeholders from the industry discussed possible ways of ensuring gas development in the sector. At the conference was the Authority Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, who was represented by Zaka Ayuba. He noted that Nigeria, despite maintaining a strategic regional and global position in energy industry, needs a robust midstream gas sector to properly harness gas resources in the country. He commended the management of Value Chain Energy magazine for the theme Midstream Gas Development, Pathway to Nigeria's Energy Transition, which he said is timely, and for their efforts in ensuring energy security by providing a platform for deliberations in the industry. Speaking as a discussant at the panel session on oil theft and pipeline vandalism, the Chief Executive Officer of Aradia Holding Limited, Adebite Falade, lamented over the rising rate of oil theft in the country. He identified deployment of technology, remote and real-time monitoring, advanced cargo declaration, adequate metering, and many others as possible solutions to oil theft in Nigeria. Also in attendance was a renowned professor of economics in Nigeria, Professor Omowumi Eladari, who indicated that pipeline vandalism has cost the country a lot. He emphasized that the rule of law should be enforced in terms of prosecution and execution of oil theft offenders. Speaking in regards to energy transition, the Secretary General of the African Petroleum Producers Organization, Dr. Farouk Umar, advised Nigeria and other African countries to focus on developing their available gas and oil resources and not abandon them for what is expected in the future. He explained that European and American nations are now developed because they relied on fossil fuels before advancing into other forms of energy, and that Africa and Nigeria in particular cannot move to an industrialized economy without eliminating energy poverty. Omar noted that finance, technology, and marketing structures should be addressed to fix Nigeria's energy crisis. The events drew participants from industry experts across the country and beyond, attracting meaningful contributions and goodwill, including a guest appearance by the former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Emmanuel Ibe Kachuku, who addressed the participants virtually. Chat Moses reporting for Value Chain TV.
The federal government has signed a $463 million power distribution lines upgrade contract with a Chinese consortium to enhance the availability of electricity to homes and businesses nationwide. The media relations advisor to the Minister of Power, Bolaji Tunji, disclosed this in a statement in Abuja on Thursday. While making the announcement, the federal government explained that the contract would be financed by the China Exim Bank as it had both offshore and significant onshore content. The statement said the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding was between the FGN Power Company, the special purpose vehicle responsible for implementing the Presidential Power Initiative on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Power, and a Chinese consortium. The consortium consists of China Civil Engineering Construction and TBEA Energy. The publisher and chief executive of Value Chain Media Group, Musa Bashir Usman, has said that the vision of the Value Chain Media Group is to offer the energy industry a special voice dedicated to highlighting and addressing the challenges of the industry. Malam Usman said this while delivering his welcome address at the 6th Value Chain Annual Lectures and Awards in Abuja. He recalled the modest successes recorded over the years, including the addition of an online television to the group, while adding that the organization is gradually transforming into an attractive investment destination on the global energy map.
Your presence here today is a testament to unwavering support you have provided to Value Chain over the past 5 years. Our journey has not been without challenges, particularly the rough terrain we have had to navigate, including the tumultuous period of COVID-19 pandemic and economic turbulence. However, our passion for this publication remains undiminished. Our vision for Value Chain has always been clear: to offer the energy industry a special voice. This voice is not only dedicated to discussing the challenges that plague the industry, but also to transforming it into an attractive investment destination on the global energy map.
The Emir of Kano, His Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, has commended the management and staff of Value Chain Media Group for playing a leading role in reporting the dynamics of the oil and gas industry. The Emir said this during the just concluded 6th Value Chain Annual Lecture and Awards in Abuja. The Emir expressed delight at the consistency of the media group in serving as agenda setter and curator of the industry for 6 years uninterrupted. Highlights of the Emir's appearance at the annual event is his presentation of awards to this year's recipients. They include the Authority Chief Executive of the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, Engineer Farouk Ahmed, the Secretary General of the African Petroleum Producers Organization, APO, Dr. Farouk Omar Ibrahim, and Professor Omowumi Iledari. Others are the Group Managing Director of El Sahal Group, Alhaji Shehu Sabo Malami, Group General Manager Human Resources NNPCL, Mrs. Oyeyemi Ladipo, the outgoing Executive Secretary of PTDF, Dr. Bello Aliyu Gusso, and the Chief Executive Officer of Britannia U, Mrs. Catherine Uju Ifejika. Women in Nigeria's energy sector have advocated for more commitment and investment in the infrastructure of the country's gas sector to bring about development. The Chief Executive Officer of Inesca Global Services Limited, Inena Ubani, and the former Group General Manager Human Resources of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Mrs. Oyeyemi Ladipo, said this while speaking in an interview at the Value Chain Annual Lecture and Awards in Abuja. Ubani in particular called for investment from financial institutions and individuals in order to develop the sector, noting that she has taken a step by converting her vehicle to become a compressed natural gas CNG powered vehicle.
The AKK is also a great initiative. It's progressing very well. But then again, it's not enough, because now I have converted my vehicle into a CNG vehicle. We can go outside, I can show it to you. I have 2 cylinders installed. that will run. Each cylinder has a capacity of 17,000 standard cubic meters. So I have 2 of them installed, which is a total of 35,000 standard cubic meters, which is also equivalent to 75 liters per cylinder, which also allows you to run per cylinder 100 kilometers. Now, if I have done that investment in not just going green and, making sure that we support the climate change and the SDG agenda, then other Nigerians want to do it too, but how many have the financial capacity to do it?
And that's it on the news update. I am Adalbio Gwejofor. Thanks for staying with us.